What's up, guys? Christopher Walker here, Truth Nutra. Today we're going to be talking about the four most common causes of stress. We had some, I guess you guys are liking the stress videos so far. Stress is super important, so I'm happy to do more videos about stress-related things. I'll be coming out with some more of them coming up here soon. So these are the common causes of stress, and these are things that you want to avoid. They're very common, but potentially controversial, especially the first one. So we'll get into it here. Also, check out these sweet blue light blocking glasses. Now, a lot of I've started wearing these, and we're actually my good friend and business partner Greg O'Gallagher, Kino Body, is he and I are working together on developing our own line of these blue light blocking not sunglasses, but glasses that actually look good, and these look pretty cool in my opinion. It's like something you actually want to wear. There's a bunch of them out there, but they all look really, really nerdy. So stay tuned for these. We're actually this is a prototype. I wanted to have the clear lenses that can block the blue light still. You can probably see the reflection in the camera of blocking it, but I'll have more information about that here in the coming weeks. Let's just get into this video. These are the four most common causes of stress in general. And so stress is actually the root cause of almost all diseases in humans, whether it's psychological stress, physical stress. Stress manifests itself even on the cellular level in the body. So you want to make sure that you're living as low of a stress lifestyle as possible. If longevity and vitality into your old age are very important to you, which they are to me, and I know that they are important to a lot of people. Stress is something that can be sneaky, and these things can kind of add up over decades to the point where people are in a situation where they have chronically high cortisol levels, and they need to lower them. So hopefully I can help you with some good advice to lower it. Now, first, low carb diets. This might be controversial, might not. I'm not a proponent of low carb diets except for in therapeutic situations. I know there are a lot of people out there that would disagree with that, but so be it. I think higher carb diets, especially from a lot of fruit and vegetables, obviously, and then since they're so nutrient rich, and then very simple starches, specifically to fuel training and help with sleep and that sort of thing. Carbs basically are going to act against and combat excessive adrenaline and cortisol. So when you have low carb diets, you stay in this state of elevated adrenaline and cortisol, and that's naturally what happens because your body still needs the glucose for the fuel to stay alive. So your body's going to put itself into a stress state. You don't need to do a low carb diet. I don't really know why people are doing it. When I say therapeutic reasons that I would agree with, I'd say if someone's type 2 diabetic and they need to use it for a period of time to help improve insulin sensitivity, that's a good reason to use it. Also, if you are epileptic, which most people aren't, so there's research showing that it helps in that kind of scenario. But for the most part, people think it's like the new magical weight loss solution or whatever. That's not true. Sugar is not the devil. Carbs are not the devil. It's your lack of micronutrients. It's your hormonal imbalance. It's the fact that you are leaving your body in a stress state. That is what's causing all the problems. That's what's causing weight gain, etc. Next up on the list, cause of stress is gut health, poor gut health to be specific. So when the cells become weak, they basically what happens, you're gonna have a lot of release of endotoxin in your gut. Your body is going to activate the fight or flight response and stay in that high adrenaline mode, the high cortisol mode. Your liver is going to be overworked, and those stress hormones are going to kind of override everything. So you want to make sure you pay attention to your gut health. I just did a couple of videos here on the channel about gut health, so go check them out. They're really informative, and they should help you out. Third on the list is too little or too much exercise. Exercise training is a delicate balance. You want to use it to support your life, not to detract from your life. Now, some people on one hand train way too much and they don't allow themselves enough time to recover, and their body becomes stressed out because of that. And then on the other end of the spectrum, some people just sit on the couch all day and they don't do any activity. They don't, especially not the right activity. I highly recommend doing some form of resistance training at least 3 days a week. I also recommend things like sprinting and daily walking. So in fourth is a negative mindset. And a lot of people, like, they'll write off the psychology stuff, but this stuff is super, super important. It is able to influence your physiology. So you need to make sure that you are always taking a positive outlook on things, especially if stress is an issue for you. You don't want to be actively cultivating these negative emotions. For example, fear or guilt, shame, anxiety, / worry. There are a lot of really good books out there that you can help to address specific problems. I recommend, I'm reading this book right now. It's really good. It's called How to Break the Habit of Being Yourself by Dr. Joe Dispenza. It's a good book. I think if you're in a negative mindset and you want to get a bit of perspective and read a good book, I can also, if you guys like book recommendations, just let me know in the comments. I'll recommend more books. I got like tons of books that I love to read, so I've read a lot of really cool books. But these negative emotions, this negative mindset in general is going to put your body in a state of elevated stress. So, your reality really is just the way you perceive the world. It can be a good thing, it can be a bad thing. We all know people that seem like life is easy for them, like they're always happy, like they are achieving things and always moving forward. And then there's other people who it seems like they have this rain cloud following them around, and they're always in the state of woe is me. The world is out to get me, and that sort of thing. And it's the difference between the two people is always in just the way that they view things. Life really isn't that bad. There's and I'm saying this, like, I've been through some rough stuff in my life, and with the perspective of it, it's really like it's always just the way. Even when you're in the middle of some bad stuff, you can always frame your situation as a positive thing, as something that's building you as a person to become stronger, that you will be stronger in the future. You're becoming stronger as you accept that kind of a worldview. And, you can always view things in a positive way. So that negative mindset is not good for your stress. So you want to make sure that you are actively working against the stress before it kicks your ass. So, do things every single day that are going to have an impact on your health. Again, low carb diets, poor gut health, over or under exercising, and then having a stressed or negative mindset are the very common things and they're easy to fix too when you can identify them, know them. And if you're actively working in each of these areas, with your diet, with your gut, with the training and activity levels on a daily basis, and then a positive mindset, you're going to feel like a different person. If you're suffering from all these things right now, but if you take the next 4 weeks, so in 30 days from now, you're actively working on these things every single day, you're going to feel great. You're going to feel a big improvement. So just a couple like bullet points. I know you guys like action items. I like giving them to you. A couple things: consume more carbohydrates in general. And I'm not saying go eat a bunch of cake, but go, if you're eating a low carb diet and you're not feeling good, maybe you lost your libido, your general well-being is down, you have low testosterone. You don't have to adhere to this dogma just because people are shoving it down your face. Like, just because gurus are saying that, oh, this is the way to go, the wave of the future, keto, keto, keto. You don't need to listen to people. Choose, build your own world. There's not much convincing research also that says that eliminating an entire macronutrient group is healthy. So, question things. It's healthy to question things. So if you're not feeling good on a low carb diet, consume carbs. Get it from fruits, vegetables. I specifically prefer fruits, and then starches, like simple starch, white rice and potatoes, sweet potatoes, squash, that sort of stuff. Also, something that's really, really good for you is if you have warm bone broth and put a spoonful of coconut oil in it, and then make sure, like, basically melt the coconut oil in the bone broth, Drink that at night. I mean, you're gonna feel amazing. The glycine, the proline from the gelatin and the bone broth, or if you get broth that doesn't have a ton of gelatin, then you can always add a packet of gelatin. These gelatin packets cost next to nothing at the grocery store, but that is going to help quite a bit on shutting down your stress response. It's also going to help with increasing your metabolic rate and your thyroid function, which will also make you feel better. Again, doing an appropriate amount of exercise every week, not too much, not too little. And then just really identifying certain thoughts. If your mindset is something you want to work on, I recommend reading certain books like that one I mentioned earlier, how to break the habit of being yourself. There's some other ones. If you want to know some other recommendations, let me know. Hopefully you liked this video. Hopefully you learned something. If you did and you want to see more videos like this, press subscribe and give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, I guess you could thumbs me down, or just go check out someone else's channel. All right, thanks for watching, guys. See you on the next video.